Hi guys, welcome to my channel African Gypsy. My name is Sunshine. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome, and please be sure to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button and the little bell icon so you'll be notified the next time I post a video. I'm a clairvoyant, I'm clairaudient, I'm an empath, all things spiritual and medium as well. And I pick up energies that are coming through. Thank you very much who've told me that who've given me feedback and told me that the readings have been so accurate and so helpful. Let's find out what's coming up for the week ahead, the 5th or the 12th of September. I pre-shuffled these ones just now as I started shuffling, then I had to start recording again. Okay, so the first message I get is stand your ground, hold your position, do not concede any ground. You've made a decision, and that first decision you made was valid. People will try and coerce you out of it and talk you out of it, but you actually are going to make more headway by standing your ground and holding on to that first decision that you made is a valid decision. The next one I get is when I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. So when you're standing in your faith, in the power of God, Creator, universe, and all things good, you know that peace is a very real thing for you. It's not something imaginary because you know that universe, God, your angels, and your ancestors are going to come through and help you no matter what you need to go through. And so that gives you peace and that gives you the power to stand your ground as well. The next oracle message we have is thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perception so that I can see what is for the highest good. So many people have been operating in that spirit of fear. Oh, excuse my thumb. Many people have been operating in that spirit of fear over the past few weeks or whenever it has been. And now, when you lean on faith, and you know that the universe has got your back, you can now see through all the fears that you've had, and you can stand your ground without fear and know that peace is real and everything that you've gone through has been for your highest good, even though you might not have quite seen it at that time. And I know usually it's very challenging to begin with, but Spirit is telling that, you know what, everything that had to happen happened for a reason. It's for your highest good. Stand your ground. Don't concede any ground. Hold your positions. Okay, let's see what energies are coming up. We've already got jumpers coming in for the week ahead. Happy birthday to the sign of Virgo. I'm loving the Virgo energy. You know, it's like a rebirth. You start getting organized again. A little on the analytical side as well, but big on service as well. So many of you have had a tower moment, a powerful realization that something or someone was not quite what you had them made out to be. So this is a powerful realization when you realize that this is through an act of God. If you've been on my channel before, you know the next thing I'm going to say. This is not a moment of cleverness where you're like, so clever, I figured out what is going on and whatever. No, this is an act of God. When God says to you, you know what, child? You cannot build a solid future based on the thoughts that you have right now. Look at what is really going on here. This is the sabotage that has been played out, and it's through an act of God. You are able to now rebuild and say, okay, the turrets have been burned off. What can I work with? What do I need to release? And this is the moment when you put someone or something on a pedestal, and then you realize through an act of God that they're not as hot as you thought they were. Usually when the tower comes up, the writing was already on the wall. You know, I always say that the Holy Spirit is a gentleman. He will never first say, you know what, you need to do this, Geraldine, you need to listen to my message. It's kind of like, don't you think you need to back off from that group a little bit? Don't you think you need to do this? It's always quite suggestions. And when we don't heed them, then the tower comes in, bam! I told you we're not working this way. Look at the sabotage. That's why you can't build on that. So that's quite a powerful message coming in for the week ahead already. Crossing your path, I see many of you are going to be working with structure and discipline, very much with that Virgo structure and discipline to make sure things work out well. But some of you may be having some disruptive influences in the home front. You need to be very mindful of things to do with fire, electricals, and all of that. Pay special attention to that in the week ahead. For many of you, many people are having thoughts about kids and good news coming in about children. You're hearing that they got the school place you wanted, they passed, they're doing well, they're advancing, they're developing into wonderful human beings, and you feel proud to be a part of their process. For many of you as well, there's going to be a lot of messages coming in for you, a lot of different messages coming in. I see some of you are going to be dealing with people who've got some sort of discipline or training of some sort, and perhaps someone who's got some training and discipline is helping to uncover something that is a bit of a shock that no one would have actually thought is actually going on. That's you could be watching this on a global stage. I feel that this could be something you're watching on a global stage as well. In the past, there was a lot of conflict, a lot of fight, a lot of people not seeing eye to eye. You see how each one has got some weapon trying to fight the other one. So I'm sure a lot of the shocking revelations about finding out who's been fighting you, who's been causing the drama and the trauma and all of that behind the scenes as well. Disagreements, disagreeable characters, people who just want to fight, who don't really want any peace. But stability is coming into that. In your current circumstance, this one has come out reversed, but I'll read it in the positive. In your current circumstance, wherever you're going to be finding this reading, it's the right time. Time is fluid. You're stepping into your power, getting to know yourself a whole lot more as a business person, lover, sister, empath, teacher, employer, employee, and whatever else. And many of you are actually walking to the good life. So this is like continuation from last week's message. So many of you have already started setting the foundation for what's going to give you a good life. I think last week's reading was called Stepping Up, Bossing the Tempting Up, Money, Power, Success. So many of you already started sowing the seeds to boss up. It may be just an idea planted in your mind. It might be physical manifestation of things, but you're progressing well with that. In the future, someone is going to be walking away from something that does not fulfill them. Yes, the cups are still full, but they're thinking, you know what, I'm not fulfilled in the situation. I'm going to emotionally detach myself away from the situation, emotionally detach myself from the drama unfolding before my very eyes, whether it's global drama, region-specific drama, or drama in your own personal life. So during the course of this week, the later part of this week, many of you are going to be detaching yourselves, because once you detach, you can accurately analyze the information that you've got in front of you and process it correctly without getting all up in your feels or caught up in your feels and failing to see some very important messages as well. I know Virgo wants their things real straight, so let's try and get these straight. I see there are going to be some happy times, maybe people celebrating parties, graduations, birthdays, and all of that. And there's going to be some really good company. I also feel there's a mutual attraction coming up for many of you as well. Some of you may have already met your match during the past few weeks. And it's a mutual attraction. This person feels for you the same way you feel about them. And I also feel that many of you are attracting power, wealth, success, abundance, and more confidence. So you're getting to know yourself a lot more and you're attracting what you want into your life and seeing that what is on the inside is what plays out on the outside. For some people, there may have been like secret fights about homes or about a commitment or about a marriage as well. All this conflict right next to each other, the conflict next to the home and all of that. So there is conflict, but it's just going to pass out. Perhaps someone's been trying to fight you over a housing stand you've got, or something you've got going on in terms of a commitment or a house or a mortgage that's come through for you, depending on where you are in the country or in the world. And there's been a lot of conflict about you getting there, but you are going to successfully move forward on that front. Looky here, we have a soulmate union, the Empress and the Emperor together. So this is like a power couple, and for some people as well. It's also, if you're not in a relationship and you're not really looking to be in a relationship, this could be you aligning with your yin and your yang, mastering both sides of yourself and taking back the power wherever you thought you gave it away or where it was diluted. For some of you, you're recognizing that your children are cut out to be in leadership roles. For someone in particular, you're dealing with an Aries child and you're getting good news about this child. That's really going to be quite good for you. The result is the star. My. Wish fulfillment, hopes and dreams playing out for you, things playing out in the best way possible. Now let's clarify real quick. Let's get some spiritual intel on the matter. Let us find out, what is this tower moment about? Please clarify the tower, clear, concise messages. Thank you. So for some people, you're failing to walk away from something that is already closed. So you were holding on to something that Spirit had asked you to let go of. It might have been a thought pattern, a person, or a feeling. And because you didn't let go, you didn't walk away there, the tower came in. And even though you wanted to go back to a certain situation, boss, or relationship, the answer is no. Spirit is saying no because there's been some gross disrespect in the matter at hand. I feel at the same time, as you're bossing up and signing some very important contract agreements and paperwork that are going to lead you to calmer waters, away from all the drama, with the help of spirit and a supportive network of people around you. Someone may have been a bit reluctant to close a certain chapter or close a certain door, and this is what brought in the Tower moment. Let's find out more. What is the Six of Swords? Moving to calmer waters. What is the Six of Swords for the collective? Clear, concise messages, please. What is the Six of Swords? What do we need to know right here? What we need to know right here. So you're walking away from a situation where there's been no collaboration, or the collaboration has been very poor. I've got 3 threes coming in, a strong emphasis on working on your mind, your body, and your soul. For some people in particular, the gross disrespect has been happening in the workplace because there's been a lot of insubordination, people not wanting to take orders from you. There may even be an issue to do some sort of a fraudulent activity as well that's been taking place. Yeah, and you're getting news about this from somewhere far away from where you are. This is a specific message for someone. This may just be for 5 or 6 people. It might not resonate this way for everyone. For someone else as well, I feel that you've been put into a third-party situation where you thought it was just 2 parties, but yet there's a hidden hand, a third hand at work that you weren't aware of. You're dealing with someone who's failing to let go of the past. But here you are looking all very confident, all about the action. And the Queen of Swords is the one action, cat got my tongue, is the one queen is all about action. She's like, you know what, I might not have all the facts, but with what I do have at hand, I'm going to make a move. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to do what I need to do. Get doing what needs to get done. I heard it that way specifically. So it's all about action this week here. For some of you, you may also be getting the unwanted attentions of an admirer. Someone's got the hots for you. You're not feeling quite the same way. Here's the Virgo energy stepping up and stepping out of isolation. If you're in isolation, if you're away from the world, if you're taking a necessary retreat from the world to just review all the facts at hand and make possible changes and other decisions. You're moving off from that, and as you do that, you're coming into the spotlight, you're coming into the light, you're definitely coming out and you're healing from some form of depression or sadness that you had been enduring. Let's find out what is that conflict right there. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, Holy Guides, Archangels, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Ariel. Clean energy is only allowed in this space as a dual reading for the collective. What is the Five of Wands? What was this Five of Wands that was going on here? Clear, concise messages, please. For some of you, you found out that someone was snooping around, and I always say it's very easy to catch out where there's a leak in information. It's a lot like injecting some dye into something with a crack. You just follow the dye, follow the color, and to lead you straight to where the leak is, where it went, who it went to. I've been told, and as I was growing up, my dad always says, you know what, if you know that someone's up to nonsense, don't quickly interrupt them. Let them play it out so you can see fully what they look like and how they behave when they're lying to you. So that may be the case with some people. Yes, okay, that's it right there. There's been conflict and fight. People who are supposed to be working with you, being snide, that's the word I heard. Oh, I haven't heard that word in a long time. Being sneaky, very confrontational. All these are both confrontation and wanting to cause drama and problem and all sorts of fuckery and all of that. And I see that for some of you, you found that you followed the lead of the ink, as I called it. This is spiritual intel coming from the Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, Holy Guides, and that whole spirit team, ancestors, angels, and all of that. And they're saying that you discovered where the snitch was, or you discovered where the breach in information was, because you said something specific to one specific person, and then you watched and you saw where this information resurfaced, and you knew, okay, this person is talking to that person, and they're talking to that person, and this is the context they put in the information because they want to elicit a certain reaction. So this is all confrontation because someone's seeing you being all happy and having healed and having happy times, and yet they'd left you for dead, with the 10 of swords right there. They're like, how dare you be happy? How dare you find yourself another life? How dare you find something else to smile about? That's what all this confrontation is about, and all this fight and all of that. Someone was hoping that something was going to go south real fast, but it didn't quite go that way. And now they're venting out their frustration by causing unnecessary chaos because their plan wasn't fully fulfilled. I'm hearing a name, Farouk. Okay. If you're watching this reading and that is your name, or you know somebody by that name, they should book their personal reading with me. Yeah, it's over. It was a lot of hard work, all this fight, but it's over. What is the star? What is the wish fulfillment for the collective? They're fighting you because you look too darn happy. I think they're going to call it, that's going to be the title of this video. I feel that whoever's fighting may have found that it's just too much hard work to continue to fight with you. Yeah, because justice has come in. Justice has definitely come in, a righting of the wrong, and it may be played out a lot more in the last week of September and through the month of October, this justice coming in. And someone coming with an offer, and I feel that some of you may be having dreams as well, where justice is meted out. It may not even be in a physical space where you see justice, but in a dream, angels come through and something is set right, and Spirit says, you know what, this has gone thus far, but no further. No more shall you see the likes of the enemies that you encountered in the past, because justice is coming in. Karma is coming in to set the balances right. What is the advice we're getting from Spirit for the week ahead for the collective? Okay, let's use this here deck. What is the advice from Spirit for the collective for the week ahead? Clear, concise messages and the best spiritual intel for the collective. Yeah, hold your ground. Be on a high alert. You might be blocked. You might have blocked someone from the past, and they're having sleepless nights. That's why they're starting all this chaos and all of that, wanting to cause tower moments. For some of you, you're already told by Spirit, step the heck away from these people or from this person, and you listened, and the tower didn't come in for you. Something that you're just seeing from afar. But for some of you, you've held on to something that Spirit has specifically told you to let go of. See, you blocked someone and they're having sleepless nights about it. They're not sleeping because you might have left a family, left a whole group of people, a whole clan, and they're now having sleepless nights. Yes, they're restless about this. Why are they restless? I mean, if the causes, they told me that people burn bridges and then ask you why you don't come and visit. And they don't look at the reasons. Yeah. They're restless because they're seeing you bossing up, and they're seeing that you've got so many options of directions you can take. In their eyes, you may have already made it, yet you're still like laying out the blueprint of which step you need to take after like regrouping after a tower moment. But for them, they're like, you know what, this person is going to give us one of those martial arts movie wake ups, someone's lying flat on the ground and then they just flip forward and they flip like that and they're standing upright. So you've been sowing beautiful seeds in your life, so seeds of love, of peace, of tranquility and all of that. And Spirit is saying continue to sow seeds, because something you've been worried about is being worked on by Spirit behind the scenes. Spirit is bringing about a very lovely, amicable conclusion for you, and something is going your way. The wheel of fortune is smiled on you and something is going your way. Someone's feeling left out in the cold, even though they locked themselves. I see they've got the key right there, but they're feeling left out in the cold. Ego at work, too much ego to just apologize and say, you know what, I actually effed up quite a bit there. I'm sorry. I need to make things right with you. Or maybe even when they do say their apology, there's no sincerity in there. They're always looking at the bottom line and all of that. But you already know everything that there is to know about this situation, and you know what changes you need to make to move forward and have that happy home that came through. Happy commitment, happy union, happy contracts and all of that, and a reason to celebrate, especially as August passed and in the September season. And you're a lot stronger than you ever thought you were. Spirit is telling me that you're strong enough to manifest the life that you really want. So in this week, make sure you're manifesting. Tomorrow is the new moon in Leo. Here's the Leo there. So make sure you take the time to sow seeds, miracle manifesting seeds. Yes, we still got someone snooping around. Let's get some spiritual intel on that real fast. For those who need to know what's up with that. So someone is still up with the sneaky thing, staying up close to your walls, trying to catch a drift of any conversation coming from you. And you're like, you know what, I'm going to work with the people who want to work with me. I'm going to find my soul tribe and work with them, because I'm reaching out for my wish fulfillment. I want my dreams to come true, and I'm reaching out for that wish fulfillment right there. I already know everything that there is to know about this season, and all this spine is going to come to a sudden stop. Yeah, someone's spying on you and they've probably got a crush on you, but you're not quite feeling the same way, because Spirit is saying that they're a bit self-indulgent. They have unbridled passions. It's not that they've got the hearts for you. They've got the hearts for every other person on two legs or whatever who walks past them. So it's nothing unique to you. But you know what? You're going to conquer and your wishes are coming true. So stay focused, child. You're on the right track. Do your affirmations tomorrow. If you'd like to book a reading with me, please be sure to check out my details down there in the description box down below. I look forward to reading the energies as they play out in your particular life and give you more much needed spiritual intel about the energies approaching us the week ahead. Thank you for your support behind the scenes. Thank you for 5K. I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. Until the next video, love and light.